Hello and welcome. I'm MJ Haggis and we're back in Snowrunner on the modded map region of Highway Haulin, the region. I haven't got the trucks back. If you watched the end of the last one, I was going to get this and the Zix, which you can just see through the misty morning, is attached to that trail in the background. Or the reason is Startup Venture is the contract we're going to do. So it's kind of convenient actually because that was a high saddle, so the Zix is there for the second, but I'm going to show you the map and the contract itself. It's in the Blackbird and it's Startup Venture. So this is where we're going to gain a warehouse, and I'm curious to see what we gain from it. We're still on the hunt for the short and medium logs, don't know where we're getting them yet. But we need to get small pipes, wooden planks, metal rolls and service spare parts. Plus at the end, when it's unlocked, is the refinery tanks, and that is what the Zix is attached to. So fortunately for the Longhorn, the Derry Longhorn, we're just going down to this place to pick up the 6 wooden planks. That's what we're going to start with. Then from there we'll carry on all the way down, cross the bridge and straight in to drop them off. Then close by is the pipes. So we could maybe, that might, because it's small pipes, that might be a couple of runs. Then back to MH Metals for the metal rolls. Again, that's fine. And luckily we left a 6-slot trailer up near here for the service spare parts. So we can just take a whatever vehicle we fancy with a low saddle up to there, attach the trailer and pick them up, and then all the way back round. So we're not too bad for a layout. All we got to do is get it done. Not saying I'm optimistic. I've had the odd accident, clearly nothing to do with me, not my fault in the slightest, but you just don't know with this game. So we're gonna, oh, he's already awake. Well, that's handy. We don't have to wake him up, but let's get going. Firing up that monstrous engine, and we're going out. I'm just wondering if it's worth just jumping it onto the pickup zone, and I think it might be. It's not far away, but I'll save a couple of minutes so we can really get this contract moved on. So I'll see you at the pickup point for the wooden planks. 1 second. I am quite glad we get to use this Derry again. I'm feeling like he's been neglected for quite some time. I've got a bit of catching up to do. I think he'll be absolutely perfect. It's probably overkill for this kind of job, but it is what it is. Right, we'll have some of your planks. Yeah, 6 wooden planks. Easy as that. This first part should be fairly straightforward. In fact, I think the whole thing should be straightforward. There's no major off-roading. Just the big trailer at the end. Again, but that's just going down the highway. Well, not the highway, it's going down like these kind of roads, asphalt roads. This thing's got a good bit of power. Throw on the all-wheel drive, drop into high ratio, and it just goes. Don't need that anymore, don't need that. Hoping it's going to brighten up a wee bit, still a wee bit misty. Nice run down the road, get them dropped off, and then where are we going next? I might actually end up bringing out more than one truck for this contract, other than the Zix that's already in place. Not too sure. This will be a good time. Since we're just running down the road, we'll jump back into the cab. So watch your ears. Hold on a sec. There we go. And also, if it's not too loud, This will also give me another chance to welcome another subscriber. How good is that? So, Coffee931, I hope I pronounced the first part right, but it's Kaufi 931. Thank you very much for subscribing. As with all of my subscribers from the very first, right up into you, I am in debt to you all. It is greatly appreciated. I'm glad I'm in the cab with the rain's on. Don't know how we get the windscreen wipers on though. All three of them. Remember, take it easy going down the hill. It's probably quite easy to get a little bit out of shape, especially with that trailer. That trailer likes to do its own thing, mostly trying to overtake me. Because at least with this cab, right, I know, yeah, keep my eyes on the road and all that. Let's try and get on a straight bit. I was just going to show the cab because I haven't really looked in here. Nice big bench seat at the back, more sociable than the Zix 612H. I imagine it would be quite loud in here. Yeah, nice modern dashboard there. However, I do like it. I actually need to think about where we're going here, don't I? Tell you what, let's look at the map. Park on the road, there's nothing coming. We are going over the highway, and it's basically the... Well, we're going all the way to the end and turn right into... there. Okay, all the way to the end, turn right. If I didn't check that, we'd end up somewhere completely different, probably in a different map. And my driving from the last episode has already generated quite enough comments, and rightly so. It wasn't my fault I ended up on the centre reservation. Seriously. Please, leave me. I actually feel quite confident. This Derry's not massively fast. It's a comfortable speed, but it handles the road really well. It's more the trailer that wants to just slide about like it's a puppy on a polished floor. So as long as the Derry stays in the middle of the road, we will be fine. Another steep hill. This place is full of them. There's the drop off there, quite the industrial zone. There's the entrance right there. Again, this truck has such a good turning, so I'm not even bother about him. Some trucks have got such a large turning circle. Not this one. Right, okay, nice. That's a rain off, even better. We are in, handbrake on, let's jump back outside. Let's get rid of that lot. Easy as that. Oh, I'm in the building. There we go. Sorry. And look how good that thing turns. Right, we'll go and get the small pipes now. They're just up the road. Again, I think what I'll do is I go left then first right. I'll check the map. Yeah, left first right and then second right. It's been a wee while since we've done normal pickups and drop-offs, likes of small pipes and service spare parts. Which I'm okay with, I don't mind going back to the basic stuff. I really do enjoy the big supersized trailers. Another steep hill. I've actually been around this place before, have we? I don't think. I don't recall it. I think we just opened it up with the watchtowers. Okay, this is the one we're going into. Oh, nice wee... Oh, we might have been there. I kind of recognise it. Unless there's more than one of those little fountain things. Oh boy. Let's just keep it on the black stuff. Okay, nice big area for getting about. We can just go straight in, we'll get turned, no problem at all. And we will have some of your smaller pipes, please. 4 of them. Ah, man, okay. And no crane, unfortunately. I'll need to do another run. Suppose that might be classed as the dairies failing for such a long truck. This central, I don't even know what that is. It's got air hoses, I can see that, but you'd think the air hoses would be for the trailer. Anybody know what that would be used for? It looks like a couple of big cable drums, like a massive great big winch. In fact, that's exactly what it is. It's a winch for something. Shame that couldn't be removed and you could have a crane there instead, so you've got options. There may well be a mod that does that, I don't know. It takes up a bit of valuable space. And off we go. I think it would be sensible to do another wee jump cut. Once we get these dropped off, I'll go and get the last one of the small pipes, bring it back down, and we'll just go from there. And easy though. Now what, you come down there too fast and it's off camber, you could easily end up on your side of that corner. Easily. Some heavy rain again. Go away, rain. Right, okay, I'll see you back down here. Exactly the same as that, but with the last lot of pipes. One sec. Okay, and I'm pleased to say the rain is off. So, the rest of the day will be fine. Fine and bright. Right, let's get rid of these ones. Next, metal rolls. What are we going to do for them? Do we continue with the dairy? Well, that was something I was going to mention, actually. In fact, what we'll do was we're going to leave this dairy here just now. What I want to point out, right, this is the dairy Longhorn 4520, okay? And this has all-wheel drive, and in a low ratio, we do have diff lock, okay? Take note. Unless I'm missing something obvious, when I was back just looking around the trucks to use, we're going to pop back to the garage now and bring out something else with the metal rolls. Okay, let's nip back here. I'm going into the truck store, and if we go for the dairy, let's look for that dairy Longhorn. Zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. Derry Longhorn. Diff lock. No. It says not just capable or switchable. No, you do not have a diff lock. Well, I beg to differ. We definitely do. So that looks like that's a slight glitch that's been there for some time. I never even noticed. Because if I was looking at these two to compare, these two, I would go with this one because they're permanently on for all-wheel drive and diff lock. Slightly smaller fuel tank, but ultimately they're very similar. But that's a big thing, not having a diff lock. Or thinking there's no diff lock. Anyway, I thought I'd point that out. It does. Right, anyway, let's come back out of that. And we're going to pull out another truck. Just for the small, for the metal rolls. I feel like this guy had his opportunity and he was just not up for it, but he could be now. Yeah, let's bring him out. For little 2070. Right, I'm going to grab a smallish trailer for 4 slots, and I'll see you up at MH Metals. Back in a sec. Okay, we're here. This thing was not returning too quickly. Oh, I might have caught the fence with that. Okay, actually, I'm going to turn around, get ready to go. Do you look at it? It's just totally understeering. Possibly the weight of the trailer, and that's unloaded. I'm guessing the position of that low saddle's not brilliant. Again, I'm not overly familiar with the Fleetstar 2070A. We'll have metal rolls anyway, we'll give it a go. Actually feels better with the weight on it. Old school workhorse. Right, where are we going? Go from here. Across the highway, all the way down, and left. Okay, that's nice and easy. That's a short journey. Round you go. Okay, this could be interesting if I get up a little bit too much speed. I'm going to try and be careful. I'm going to focus. Yes, yeah, I'm going to focus. Feel a bit squirmy though. Look at that. It's like full lock and then suddenly it kind of starts to turn, and that's the bit that catches me out. Up we go. Having highway tires, this thing should not be too slippy. I just like to use all the trucks that were given to us, even if they're not the best choice. Those that have followed me from a long time back, I like a challenge. Sometimes I give myself a harder challenge than is really necessary, but you know, it adds to the fun of this game. If you want to make it easy, then you can do. Oh, yep. Okay, come on, stay in line. It's these little dips in the road. Turn, 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 turn. Look, I've got full lock to the left and it's not turning. Turn, 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 turn. Oh, and then suddenly it grips the turn. I'm glad I was going slow there. That would have been me knocking on that garage door with a cab. So what that now gets me thinking, if the saddle's or the low saddle is in a bad place, what would be the best purpose for this sort of a truck? Is it just with maybe a 2-slot add-on? Maybe use it for like fuel add-on if you're driving on highways. I'm not sure. Again, we've got a nasty off-camber junction up ahead. See, that was me. I was turning full lock, and then nothing, 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 and then everything happens at once. Nice and slow turn. Let's just drop it into high ratio. But let's just go to low. Start turn now. Be nice and slow. All very sensible. I want to try and do this without any severe mishaps. Just take this easy. Oh, wheels up in there. Excellent. Well done, Fleet Star 2070. You've done your job admirably. Kinda. However, I suspect you're going to the garage to be sold on to a better keeper, shall we say. So I'm going to park this guy. So now we're going away up to that other place. We've got the 6-slot trailer. Get him out of the way. So yeah, this guy in trailer, back to the trailer store and garage. I'm just gonna, I want to get him out of the way, but I'm not going to affect anything else. Turn, 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 come on. Really? Sorry. I had the brakes on as well. Brakes didn't work. Steering didn't work. Driving wasn't working. Okay. This is me trying to get us out of the way. This will do right here. We'll park him up here. You can pop into that office for a wee chat with the secretaries and yeah, off. There we go. That's nice. Could have even stuck him in the car park, but no, let's leave him as an obstacle. Leave it in automatic. Right, back to the garage. We just need a truck. So what have we got? What have we got lying about? That's too much. The BM I still haven't swapped out for the modded upgrade yet. The Avalanche and the BHF, still too much. That's an off-road. No, we'll just, no. What other trucks have we got? That's too much. Highway, nah. Dan. Nah. What else? Oh, we've got the Pike. Yes. Poor Pike's been left out. Let's just get him in with a low saddle, like so. Purchase that. Or get given that. And we'll take the loading crane. This is a stronger variant. And I like the colour scheme anyway. And we'll keep the off-road tyres. I know we're on the highway, but I just like the look of them. And they will just take it easy. We'll try not to go off-road. Ah, the good old Pike. Now, it feels like it's getting dark already. On the road, like, check the map. What time is it? Oh, it's coming up for 7, so yeah, it's going to get darker soon. And I know there is a shortcut here that the Ford F750 made up, but I'm going to jump cut it, and I'm going to drive all the way around the road. And I'll bring you back when I'm about to get close to this trailer. And I'll reset it. Well, he's going to sleep at the petrol station probably somewhere out. Yeah, he's going to sleep down there and we'll bring it back at the morning time. So we got a nice bright day again, hopefully with no rain. So, as with everything, back in a sec. Okay, that was easy. Just took a little bit of time. Okay. I'm going in here anyway. Nice to be back in the pike, I tell ya. Great wee workhorse. This was the upgrade from the Step 310E that we had, so this is what we gained from it. And the 310E ain't a bad wee truck on its own, it just doesn't have a roof rack or mud tires as I recall. I think it's just off-roadies. Right, let's load her up. Service, service, yes. Made that mistake before, putting vehicle spare parts instead of service, or vice versa. Go. 6 of their finest. Back it up. Off we go. Again, this is going to be a fairly straightforward drive back. Pretty much exactly the same way, I think. It's usually why I do a jump cut, because it is the same route. No point in seeing it twice. Up there. So we're going down across this bridge and around to here. Which is then the best way? Yeah, it's still going to be past the garage, cross and down. Okay. Off we go. I think the only thing I would change is probably the exhaust. See if I can find one that puts the smoke out to the side. Mainly because of just where the camera is. You feel like you're going to be, although you can't, you feel like the cameras, you're getting choked by the smoke. So, maybe we'll just go back indoors, shall we? Let's go to the back of the trailer and inside. Oh, ears. Feels like a much smaller truck as well. I'm enjoying back in the cab driving on these roads. It just feels much more, you know, realistic or immersive. Is the trailer still behind me? Yeah. Nice and easy around the corners. Mirrors, yeah, everything's looking okay. So a nice steady 40 kilometers an hour. That's comfortable on the straights. Beautiful view. Coming out. There's no traffic. I saw. And once we get these 6 out of the way, then we're on to the big stuff again. But again, I think it should be an absolute piece of cake because we're not going off-roading with it. Yes, 40 kilometers an hour is cruising speed. Maybe 42 at a push. I'll slow it down, I'm not going to stop. Nothing coming there. good. That poor little scout fuel trailer has just done nothing since I parked it on the road. I'd probably as well selling. There's so many fuel stations that are sensibly placed that I've not really felt the need. Go on, little Pike, climb. Off the throttle. Not going racing down these hills, no way. Right, we're going to stop in for fuel. Not got the best economy. Get out. Round you go, come on. Don't take the sign. You missed the sign. Again, really nice, don't have to worry about all-wheel drive or diff lock. Just put to the floor or on the brake. Yeah, 60 kilometers an hour, that's not clever. Now, since we've got a bit more time, and we're just going to drive all the way along, we're not going to jump, cut or speed it up. How many... I'm looking for responses here, guys. So, how many of you guys have played the original spin tires and subsequently Mudrunner? I was asked about that in the comments a few episodes back now, and I installed them again and went back to try them. I did struggle with the Mudrunner not working because of a missing file. And I found out it was to do with the Microsoft C, whatever it is Microsoft had, and it missed a DLL file. So I managed to find it, reinstalled it. My save games were still there. I think because they were on Steam, it was a Steam Cloud backup. And you know what? I actually enjoyed having a quick drive around in both spin tires and Mudrunner. The physics of this game is completely different. It's a much slower pace where you're more likely to get bogged down. Talking about. Okay, let's go. Straight down the hill. But I get sidetracked and not focus on my driving. Yeah, I really enjoy driving. I'm just slow pace, focusing on keeping the wheels from getting bogged down in the mud. And further to that question is, do you want me to put out a couple of wee episodes of each just to show them off if maybe any of you haven't seen it? I mean, I'm not talking about starting a full-on Let's Play. I'm just like a wee showcase of the old games that preceded this one. So, that's the questions. Have you seen it? And do you, if not, do you want to see it? And obviously there's a lot of basics in that. You've got a choice of loads of logs or logs. You do have other trailers for fuel and opening up garages. Watch this bit, MJ, watch this bit. Oh, nice. Okay. Better signal and maneuver. That right hand mirror's not in perfect alignment, but it does the job, I suppose. We are in. Let's go back outside. There's service spare parts. Come and get them. Oh, and a cutscene. Oh, I like it. Sweet. Let's park this guy out of the way now. I think you can see there. Oh, hold on. Actually, I think the crane was in the way to get the full turn. Okay. It will do it, but it's. I don't know if it was affecting that turn because I was going to say, look how good the Derry turned in comparison to that. Let's stick him out of the way. Oh, okay, they weren't for moving. Go on, turn. Oh, look at the matching paint schemes. I never even clicked. Like little brother to the big brother. Okay, engine off. Oh, how sweet. Alright, anyway, now we're onto the big trailer. So let's pop down to the Zix. Oh yeah, and we are connected. It's another one of them doozies. We're okay for fuel, and we got a little bit of suspension damage, but we'll be fine. Back in the anti-social truck. And that just feels so top heavy. I think it's just going to topple over at the first corner. At least it looks like it's well secured down with those ratchets. Well, they're not ratchets, they're wire strop tensioners. Okay, how are we looking? That's fine. Let's turn back. Couple of wheels on the dirt won't matter, just go down the tree. Nice. Stay out in the middle of the road, don't want to catch that tank or whatever. What is that? Tank. Refinery tank. Yeah, I don't want to catch that on that barrier. All good. Now let's... Beacons on. Let's do it the whole hog. And they're both... I'm going to try and behave, not look behind me, get focused. Make no guarantees on that part though. Again, this is going to be a trip straight south across the wee bridge and back up the other side up to the west. Not going to bother with fuel. I think we're a bit big for going in there with that. Trailers like that, could you imagine the next generation of this game if you've got AI traffic on the roads and you're trying to move something like this about the place? That would make it interesting. It's kind of, it would be on my wish list. Make the maps feel so much more alive. I mean, it doesn't have to be excessive like you're driving in rush hour traffic in the centre of London or New York, whatever, you know. It's countryside. It's occasional traffic. Outside so I can see around the corner. All about good road positioning. Let's get back out here. And the Zix is just a nice speed. Nothing too dramatic. Go on. We barely slowed down, how awesome. Breathe in, across the bridge, down the middle. Have a look in the front. Yeah, loads of room. You just feel when the camera's here, it feels utterly massive. It's not too bad. Definitely curious to know what we're going to get out of this warehouse when it opens up for us. It's kind of where I'm focusing the rest of this Let's Play, is getting the warehouses open, finding trailers of this size. Much more interesting. With the occasional, as with the beginning of this contract, was the smaller stuff, the everyday stuff that we're used to. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but we're going slow. Very good. Looking at the detail. I know I'm supposed to be looking where I'm going, and I kind of am. There's all these bowls holding this lid. I presume that's the top. The lid shut. Imagine getting told, "Right, nip out, go and take the lid off that thing." Aye, right, I'll be back tomorrow. Back outside, the corner. See, nice and easy this. No dramas. Steady progress. It's that dodgy junction. This is going to be the dodgiest bit here. 2 wheels up the bank, or 4 wheels as it is. And down right. Are we looking there? That's fine. Presume this trailer's going to disappear and we're going to get a lovely cutscene. There's the boat. There it is. Yes. What do we get in here? Not bad considering that was on the back of a trailer. And another promotion. Oh, we're 1 away from 30. So that was Startup Venture. And it says, the loads don't get much bigger than that. Which way did you go? Bet the bridges were tough. Great job getting that run done. Yes, up of that. You know what? Slow and steady. That wins the race. 25,000 cash, 3,500 XP. Much appreciated. Where's the warehouse? In fact, looks like the coal ob's in the warehouse. Sorry, the dairy's in the warehouse. Okay, let's get this guy turned. And heading around the corner there. Nope. All of this stuff is going to go back to the garage, maybe, depending on what contract I find next to do. Engine off, let's jump aboard the dairy. And what's in cargo management? Fuel. Oh yeah, I was looking for the fuel. Kind of makes sense being in a refinery. Oil barrels and fuel, 50 of each. Okay, well, that answers that question. Because there is a contract, I think it was for 6 fuel. And I couldn't find it, so now we know. Awesome. This is probably now, there's no point in starting yet another short task, so I'm going to leave it here. I think the last one's a wee bit short as well, but it was a really long recording for me. I think I did over about 2.5 hours of recording, and I end up with all the editing, it's down to less than an hour. That's just the way it goes. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the twins here. They're not identical. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon. Bye for now.